Hi everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Owen Fox and this is my friend.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm Owen's friend.
Yeah. So listen, this video we want to talk about the benefits of digestive enzymes for your digestive health and also for your energy and also for in terms of food combining and relieving digestive discomfort. So Jake is a huge fan of digestive enzymes and so am I. I actually even use them on my raw vegan diet that I'm on right now and loving it and fully happy on it and making a lot of benefits and feeling a lot better on it, to be honest. And Jake really loves enzymes too, and he uses them for many years now. In fact, he even cheered them on and cheered me on to he kind of just talked about how they've helped him and encouraged me and inspired me to start using them more regularly. And now I do use them even while I'm eating raw food. Not all the time, but a fair bit of the time here and there for sure. Pretty much every day. And so not just only for cooked food, which are completely devoid of enzymes. So yeah, so I want to introduce you to Jake, my really good friend and artist and lovely soul brother. And I want to ask him, Jake, what do you think of enzymes and how do you feel about enzymes? Do you feel inspired by them? Is it something you'd want to suggest to other people or quietly keep to yourself?
I'd absolutely recommend the addition of enzymes to any kind of livity or lifestyle or diet. If I knew about enzymes when I first started eating raw foods and living foods, I would have definitely felt a lot better. Of course, we kind of learn things as we go, and this is one of the many things that I've learned. Yeah, is the consumption of enzymes, and then there's some people have this idea where it's like, you start taking something and your body stops making something, and I feel like that's true, but there's also different quality of enzymes out there. So you can get synthetic enzymes which are synthetically created, and these I would say is it's something your body could become dependent upon, and maybe your body could atrophy in a sense if you continue to take synthetic enzymes. But if you take enzymes from the right company, these enzymes are kind of grown on maybe mushrooms, or they're plant derived.
So they're not animal derived, because there is also animal derived enzymes too, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm sure there is.
Yeah. There is, from bovine or cows, etc. So you love the plant-based enzymes.
Yeah.
And what would be your favorite enzymes or favorite company that you use? Or your top two?
Well,
I have my top two, and I'll let you share first up what your favorites are.
I only have
for you to gain from.
I only have one company I use, and I'm not endorsed or I'm promoting these because I think I love them so much. As Puradyme enzymes. And I know you take more than one.
I just find it's a little bit hard to order them in Ireland. It takes a long time, and I get some from iHerb, which I'll use my affiliate link on iHerb. The ones that I use either ones from the local health store or ones from Sun Warrior company. It's organic and plant-based ones that are really good. But Jake, I'll also put down a Puradyme one below, which is non-affiliated link. So yeah, I think they all work pretty good. I use also Terra Nova, which I get in my local health store in Ireland. And for me, they all work pretty good. But in all fairness, I don't have as much experience in Puradyme as Jake does. And I do know it's Lou Corona's company, which is very integral. And he even says he shouldn't say this, but it's a low profit company. So apparently those enzymes are really excellent. It's also what Dan McDonald recommends, and they're supposed to be really powerful enzymes. So I haven't got the experience in comparing which is more potent, but I've probably been guessing from what I hear that the Puradyme enzymes would be more important, more potent, should I say. And why would you recommend I use enzymes? What are the benefits that you'd recommend for anybody watching now?
Some of the benefits are, if you're not eating a diet that's cleansing, that's kind of that helps to detoxify and clean the system. Most likely you have accumulated some, you could say, debris within your system, the colon, for example,
and small intestine as well.
Small intestine, even the blood,
Big time, yeah. We have a lot of plaquing and congestion and stickiness and gooiness in our lymph system, and even our blood system for sure. It's been shown. It's in live blood analysis and corpses. It's totally evident that people are wearing out from a lot of eating the wrong thing and drinking the wrong thing, especially eating the wrong thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And of course we know as living food enthusiasts that when you cook food, you destroy the enzymes within the food, and then your body has to
100%, right? There's
Yeah.
none left over. Same with the probiotics, they're all killed.
yeah
And their enzymes and probiotics are essential. And you also kill all the living fiber, so it becomes more of a sludge instead of a drawing of toxins and a gentle like scrubbing and like massaging the intestinal tract, which helps draw out toxins and clean your intestinal tract at the same time for better absorption and for better elimination of old food and waste.
Absolutely, yeah.
Would
And
you agree with that?
I would agree, and I'm also not demonizing cooked food, but it's just
Me
like
too.
they are the facts, and
Yeah, no shaming anybody,
yeah,
like definitely 100% not.
Yeah.
It's just good to know the facts too,
Yeah.
that's all. As we
Yeah.
transition at our own pace when we're ready.
for sure. And I still consume cooked foods and stuff, and it's just being aware that like some foods leave more of a debris than others.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I feel like enzymes are so beneficial, because enzymes are like these little almost like microscopic things that go in and
A little army to go and
Yeah.
clean the cleanup crew.
they clean up crew.
And the breakdown of the
Yeah.
food crew, because digestive energy is like the biggest energy output that we use in our body. It's
Yeah.
for digesting like solids and food that we put into our mouth. So digestive enzymes help save a ton of energy, so you have it for cleansing and for other functioning of your body, mind, spirit temple, including even your spirituality. If we're tired and exhausted, we're not going to have too much inspiration to meditate or reflect on life or go within and do inner work, because we're just in survival mode of trying to survive from eating food and by like eating burdensome food. Whereas we eat lighter food, we have much more energy left over to work on more subtle stuff like mental, emotional, and spiritual progress. Right?
Yeah, I agree. Like the lighter you are, the more you are able to feel what's going on inside, as well. I feel like meditation is a great one as well. We can utilize, but yeah, it's like there's many tools, And
you love
yeah.
the tool of digestive enzymes.
Love them.
Jake's
I
passion.
love
That's
them.
why I suggested this topic
Yeah.
for the video. Like, it's just suggested 2 or 3. I suggested maybe, like, NoFap, like sexual energy, the benefits of sexual energy preservation, or the benefits of semen retention, etc. The benefits of life force cultivation. They're all the same thing, right? But then I thought enzymes, and Jake chose enzymes because I know like they're 2 of his things that he does and has been doing and loves to do because of the benefits. So yeah,
Actually tapping into that as well. So I've been experimenting with, you could say some people call NoFap or celibacy, or the transmutation of your chi. And I found often, like along my journey, closer to bedtime, if I was to eat a lot of food, and then the blood would go down to the lower extremities, and I might have a wet dream that night, or a nocturnal release, or whatever you want to call it, and I would feel that it would kind of knock me off my balance a little bit, or deplete me a little bit. And I found that through the consumption of digestive enzymes, that has helped me a lot. If I do overeat, I can use the enzymes to help clear that area, and then I found that I no longer have these as many nocturnal emissions.
wipe the camera for a second. That's absolutely amazing, Jake. I haven't experienced that myself as much as you do. Last night I had in the evening, I had 3 avocados with kimchi and sauerkraut and tomatoes. It was absolutely gorgeous, but I had 1.5 to 2 digestive enzymes, because I just know when I have avocados mixed with other stuff in the evening, it tends to be really heavy on my system and I don't wake up as good the next day at all. But it really helped me last night, so even on a raw food diet. And Luke Corona, who's around the age of 74, who's super thriving, energetic and very strong. He looks decades younger, in his 40s, and he's super strong. His brain is amazing. He what was I going to say? He says, I lost track of what I was going to say, which rarely happens. But don't worry, I forgot about that part.
That's okay. Happens to all of us.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's his company. Puradyme is his
Yeah, yeah.
company. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah,
He's been eating a raw vegan diet for around since he's been 21. When his soul guides, he believes, his spirit guides told him or suggested to eat a raw vegan diet. It's funny because I got a channeling message from Adronis, which is a Syrian like being, and they during that channeled message, I was also advised around 6 years ago to eat a raw vegan diet, and I didn't for a long time. Like I did on and off, but I still maintained cooked food. Which reminds me of what I was going to say. I was going to say Lou Corona says if you haven't cooked food, it's essential to have digestive enzymes. And I like what we said earlier. There's no enzymes in cooked food, so you want to eat it with raw food or salad, and have enzymes if you haven't cooked food. Otherwise, you're going to deplete your stored bank of enzymes that we're born with, and we only have a certain amount per day. You don't want that to run out or wear out or run low, because that'll lead to premature aging and premature and gradual malfunctioning and non-optimized functioning of your body. Enzymes are critical in every metabolic reaction and function of your body, so enzymes are crucial, and cooking the enzymes out of your food is a pretty hazardous thing to play around with, in my humble opinion, especially if you're not supplementing with enzymes. Happy 11 seconds, everyone. We just went by the 11 second mark. We're only planning on making a short video, to be honest, but it's such a good topic. We want to provide value and explore a little bit deeper, so hopefully people will get value from this video, and hopefully people aren't some people of like the carnivore crowd aren't saying, hey, you look slim, you look sick, because I get a fair bit of that occasionally on certain health videos. At the end of the day, the only thing I have to say about that is, listen, we all have different constitution we're born with. We're different body types. We're both tall, slim guys, and I even met another tall, slim guy today. He says you lose weight so easy, and it's really hard. Like, it's hard enough to gain muscle and weight. Ectomorphs are different than mesomorphs, and according to Ayurvedic description, like Vatas, which we are, like tall, slim, bonier type of sinewy type of people, they aren't the same as like Pitta or Kapha, which are much more stockier, smaller, much more likely to gain muscle and look muscly. And also you have to factor in past health, which I had catastrophic health issues in my early 20s. So yeah, and even my mum and my granddad, who never even ate a vegetarian or a vegan diet, they were like, made fun of or brought up to their attention that they're really slim, and they didn't even eat a vegetarian or raw food or a vegan diet either. So it's kind of a bit unfair to pick on people who've had health issues, or who were born with like medium constitutions, or who had really like severe health issues in the past. So that's all I want to say about that. Like, I'm not attacking any carnivores or omnivores, or I'm not trying to create any division or insult anybody. So hopefully people can keep any comments respectful, and just even appreciate like the value we're genuinely intending to share. No matter what diet you're on, you can have enzymes, so that's what I want to say about that.
And even on the topic of building muscle and things like this, like enzymes can help us utilize the food that we eat more.
Good point, actually. Yeah.
And if you are into building muscle and you like to lift weights, and you're an active person, you might want to consider like trying enzymes from a good source, and you might find that it can help you utilize your food more. It can help you get the most out of your food. And like you might say like, well, if I just eat raw food, isn't that enough? Well, Lou Corona makes the point that a lot of food grown nowadays is grown in depleted soil, etc. The food isn't how it used to be, and like we can all agree on that to an extent. So you can almost look at it as you're making up for maybe the lack of integrity in your food, or the potency of the food,
Yeah.
and never to mix up the idea of like quality, so like and non-quality. So the synthetic ones and the plant-derived ones, they're completely different. So your body
100%.
your body recognizes the plant-derived as a food source. So there should be no worries about your body becoming dependent upon them.
Yeah, I haven't noticed dependency in my own personal experience. Have you?
No. I just use them as a tool, and I mean, of course, anything we can use as a crutch, but for me, it's just another tool in the arsenal, so to speak.
Yeah, like I guess wading through life, we want to have like spiritual or like mental, emotional tools to help us, like tapping, which is really helpful, and meditation, breathing, breath work, like cold therapy. Whatever we want, like positive thinking and focusing or affirmations. And we want physical tools, And enzymes are a really handy tool in my opinion, for sure. Like I like what Jake was saying. Like they really do. Like in the description, what they do is in the name of digestive enzymes. They don't just help save energy, which is crucial, and help also in like food combining and like flatulence, like like gassiness and disturbance of like digesting like hard things like wheat and grains, and like mixing up starch and protein together, and processed food, like even whole foods too. It helps in like the ease through of digestibility, but they do help digest the food, digestive enzymes. So they do help to digest and break down the food. So it breaks down protein into amino acids, complex carbohydrates into simple sugars, and like fats, concentrated fats or fats into essential fatty acids. So it does help to extract and break down for ease of assimilation by the intestinal tract too, and while leaving less like residue and waste in the intestinal tract. And this helps with the raw food diet is the same. The more we like cleanse, sweep and clean along our intestinal tract, there's less sludge there, which means more of the new nutrients don't hit the sludge first, but they hit our intestinal lining, the cilia, which allows the nutrients to go directly into the bloodstream through the cilia that coat our entire intestinal tract, rather than going through a layer of mud or sludge or old starch and old like fat and old protein. But yeah, animal protein is very difficult to break down and digest too, unless it's raw, which I'm not into personally, because that definitely has been shown through live blood analysis to have way more like parasites in the blood if we're eating raw omnivorous. But at the same time, cooked omnivorous has been shown to promote and increase likelihood of cancer and arteriosclerosis, blood clots, stroke. That's not fun. So I definitely, if I was to eat omnivore, I definitely wouldn't cook it either. I know, yeah. So just to be more physical, rather than like trying to like talk about any like what's right or wrong or good or bad, but just physical. For me, it's risky to cook your animal food. I wouldn't be doing that personally, but I don't want to scare you either. I'm just saying, have digestive enzymes if you're having cooked animal product or even cooked plant-based food. Definitely have digestive enzymes, and even support it with raw food. I've been eating raw on and off for 18 years, but in this whole year I've been eating just raw. So I haven't cooked food since maybe the 2nd or the 3rd possibly of January. So 2.5 months now I've just been thriving and feeling way better on a raw vegan diet.
Nice.
No cravings. And yeah, I've had a bit of a neck cleanse, like a throat cleanse, like mucus drainage for like over a month now, but I know that's just like minor cold symptoms, which is cleansing. So I'm just sticking through, and I know it's going to end, and I've been feeling overall very, very good. So yeah.
It's good to have that awareness as well when you know your body is, detoxifying, and some people without that awareness might worry, that they're, lacking something, and we know our bodies better than anyone else. So it's good to have that awareness as well.
Sure, I'll leave a little link for the one a day that I take. It's an organic one a day. It's a multivitamin, multi-mineral, multi-herb with probiotics included, and it has stuff like A, D, E, K, B12, the B vitamins. It has chlorella, spirulina, organic. It has like alfalfa grass juice, barley grass juice, maybe wheatgrass juice, and it has things for your liver like artichoke leaf herbs, and also milk thistle seed extract, and also a very small amount of adaptogens for stress too, like schizandra, reishi, cordyceps, goji, and maybe maitake, a few little medicinal mushrooms as well. So I'll leave a link for that, which I'm affiliated with, which you're welcome to use, and that'll be for iHerb as well. So yeah, that's what I get from me and my family. Anything else you want to say in closing or on this topic?
I had a few things that passed through my mind as you were talking there, and as I was listening to you, and yeah, one of the things, like, this is kind of more of a personal thing. It's less based in like kind of the science of things or factual or logic kind of. It's more of a personal schema, you could say. I have, I definitely feel like I could be very strict when it comes to like, especially when I started with food and what I want to put in my body. And I think that's a good thing, but then it can be brought out of balance where you stop having fun, or you overanalyze things. And I feel like enzymes have been such a blessing in a sense, where it's kind of like, I can loosen up a bit when it comes to eating food and enjoy things, and I'm not being like, oh, I can just blast enzymes, you know, and help clean that food out of my system, but you know,
you can have more flexible.
yes, yeah, and it's taken that load off my mental, you know, kind of way of thinking sometimes, you know, and I feel like
you're doing wrong or bad by having some beans or
which is ridiculous
or whatever.
It's like they call it a schema, so I probably
I didn't know that.
in psychology I've built a schema around food, and I feel like enzymes, obviously you don't have to use enzymes, you could, you know, mentally deprogram yourself, but yeah, it's been very helpful for me, and it's kind of helped me realize, you know, if I eat this, it's not going to kill me, you know. But it is just nice to have something there where, like, you know, the aftermath of eating maybe something non-optimal,
or eating a bit too much,
and it shouldn't, like, me and Owen discuss sometimes, like, we shouldn't kind of mask the symptoms, you know, because if you do overeat, it doesn't matter what you're eating, sometimes we should endure that suffering.
I've done that in the past without enzymes for sure. These days are more moderated in how much I eat, what I eat, and when I eat. The worst time to eat was when is late in the evening. But listen, none of us are perfect. I think this is what Jake is absolutely saying, and I'm tuning into what he's saying. I'm listening to you, brother. Jake's a really good friend of mine, but we're like soul brothers, soul family. He's part of my soul family, and I'm part of his soul family. So we're human. We're a work in progress, and we don't be too hard or strict on ourselves, and we don't want to spiritually bypass either. But we have to find it somewhere in the middle, and enzymes can help on the transition, I feel like, from A to B to C. I feel like that's what you were saying, because you don't want to suffer too much by having no enzymes and still like having your crutches of eating. Like, you may not be taking like street drugs like heroin, cocaine, or like loads of alcohol every day, or like, you know, barbiturates and like sleeping that. You may not be doing like, and there's absolutely no shame in taking those things. I know that comes from childhood trauma, and it's a part of a coping mechanism in life too, just like enzymes are a coping mechanism. So we're the same, it's just a slightly different thing, and definitely different results, but absolutely no shame ever on my channel is meant ever.
I just had a funny thought come to my head. It's like you had like an addict who is addicted to enzymes, you know. It's just like
popping the enzymes,
trying to get the enzymes, you know. I don't know. I feel like we've said enzymes about like 200 times in this video, but that's the topic.
It is the topic of the video.
That's the topic of the video.
So hit us a thumbs up, a like if you've liked this video. Please do share and leave a comment on what you think. Hit the bell buttons to receive more notifications of upcoming videos that are going to be awesome on body, mind, spirit, mental, emotional, physical, relational, and spiritual well-being, even as financial well-being too. I'd love to have you get on board. Check out like the freebies I have below. If you read my description or the first pinned comment, you'll see not only the links to these things we've talked about to get these things which you like, which you can choose, as well as like 2 free books that I'm offering at the moment. My 2 free books: Self-Awareness and Living in the Now, a 43-pager, and my main book, 179-page, Heal Yourself, Your Life, Your Relationship, Family, and Ancestral Line. And that'll really help you on your spiritual, mental, emotional, and relational journey to make progress and advance. And I love, just check all that stuff down below. You can get the enzymes that me and Jake have talked about, or the 1 a day I take for me and my family as well. So I love what you said the last bit, to be honest, because it's really important to be gentle on ourselves. Nobody's perfect. Most people do not eat a raw food diet with like as many enzymes intact as possible. So that's one of the reasons why I make this video, because just to give people a tool to go through life more sailing harmoniously with the wind behind your back, instead of like riding into the wind with the rain going into your face, smashing into your face, whatever, you know. So
absolutely.
All right, anything else you can think of saying before we say goodbye?
I mean, there's so much more, but like we're at 24 minutes,
we'll come back on another video.
Enzymes part 2.
Enzymes part 2. Well, we've got loads to talk about, and obviously, you know, so much more on the channel too. You can check my existing playlists, my most popular videos, or even any like topic you want. A lot of playlists provided, so you can just check them out too. So, thanks for watching, thanks for sharing, liking, subscribing, thanks for your comments and all your love and your time and attention. Owen Fox here, and
And Jake.
Yeah, see you next time from Ireland.
See you guys.
Take care, have a lovely
Thanks
day.
for watching. Bye.
Blessings. Bye.